here you guys are back together.
Yes.
When did you start the conversations about reuniting, and how long did you consider it?
We talked about it a little bit, but then they talked about the money. I'm just kidding, no.
That's what really sold you on it.
No,
How much dough will this involve? All right, sign me up.
Yeah, exactly. We spoke about it right away when we even decided to take some time off. We never thought it'd be 3 years. It seems like quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
We really just said, like, let's just take a few weeks and go do our own thing and see what happens. And it just kind of, we love to work and we love to create. And it was like Broadway, solo projects, Kevin obviously with his reality show, and just taking time for family and friends and doing our own thing. Time flies.
What are some of the funniest memories you guys have and things that happen now that remind you of when you were younger and doing it?
I think that, anytime we come back to some of these venues that we played in before, some of our pictures are up on the wall.
Yeah.
There's a lot more hair.
So much more hair.
A lot of hair.
And it's funny, you see all these like 80s bands and then us, and if you didn't know who the Jonas Brothers were or the time they were around, you would be like, oh, I missed that group in the 80s. Because our hair this long, it's like this long and like flared out, and
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it was so cute.
Thank you.
Nick, you really caused a stir with that Instagram photo, which I know was about health and to your fellow diabetics, encouraging them. But the women were out there, the girls were out there just swooning. So tell me a little bit about posting that, and then when the reaction, were you surprised by the reaction?
Yeah, it was. It was a surprising reaction. I did it not knowing what to expect, but it's fun to see the reaction, and more than anything, like you said, just encouraging other diabetics and people living with complications with their health and trying to live a healthy life. But for me, it's been great to be in good shape and to know that I'm healthy, and we all are really health conscious.
Yeah.
And with my diabetes, I have to be. So it's been good and great to see the reaction.
Come on, you didn't know that they wouldn't go nuts over that.
He actually didn't want to post it. I mean, the real story is like he was like, no, and we all kind of were like, you gotta post the picture.
It's a great shot.
We actually asked him to hold off like a month or so just so that we could get in the gym to hopefully equal or get to a certain level. Right?
You didn't want him to make you feel too bad.
Yeah. Then when he said that, that's when he posted.
That's when he posted. Get it on out there. Can we expect more shirtless Instagrams?
I don't think so. I'm shirtless in this movie quite a bit.
Okay.
And
Pantless
pantless?
too.
Pantless and shirtless.
Yeah, no clothes.
Oh, no, at all.
Naked though.
And was that nerve-wracking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, but not really. No, director was great, and my co-star was great. So the scenes are, they're a part of the story.
Yeah.
The sex in the movie is important for the storytelling, and I think it's a really intense movie that I think will capture a lot of people's attention.
Tell me about this new album, V, that's coming out. I know that you guys have been inspired by Frank Ocean and Bruno Mars, and you've talked about that. What was the process like, and how did you incorporate some of their music and sound?
I think that for me on the production side, I was able to produce this whole record. I went into it knowing that we have some more classic influences, Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Wonder, Jackson 5, Prince, but that we needed to find a way to make it current and really modernize our sound. And so we were listening to Frank Ocean and Calvin Harris and some of those groups at the time, and used that as a part of it, and really love what we came out with. We found a great collaborator in this guy named Paul, who worked with Frank on some of his stuff and kind of just put us over the edge as far as growing our sound and continuing to evolve. And it was a great process making this record.
Favorite song?
The record, it's a song that I didn't write, but it's a song that Nick wrote with Paul that I love, and it's Love to Play Live. It's called What Do I Mean to You?
Yeah.
It's fun, really fun, scary song.
Scary song.
Yeah, I think it's something that people might be shocked by, and it's a little bit different of a sound for us. And Nick, lyrically, I think he dove into some things that were really personal and are just laying it all out for people to read themselves.